And a chance now to take a look at the schedule for the Chicago Bulls. On Wednesday, they're off to Charlotte to face off with the Hornets. And then on Friday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Satoransky runs the point with Levine at the 2. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. And it's Carter in at the 5 spot. And for Charlotte, Washington and Zeller are in the middle. Terry Rozier is out there with Bacon. And it's Bridges in at the 3, the small forward. And the Charlotte franchise has been stuck in the middle for so long with Kemba Walker leaving this summer in free agency. Greg, is it time for them to hit the reset button?
A rebuild does seem in order. I'm not sure they have the stomach for it, but they need to tear it down to the studs and start over.
Here's Bacon, guarded by Levine. Satoransky against Rozier. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And one of those little spark plug guys, Terry Rozier, plays the game with Greg, I think a chip on his shoulder.
I mean, the story goes, as a kid, when his temper flared, his mother would have to sit on him until he cooled down. He's learned to channel that fire and emotion into his game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Opening day, Steve, for some teams it's a fresh start, and for others it's the first step towards settling unfinished business, taking care of what they didn't do the previous season.
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. I think those teams that came very close to maybe winning a championship or being there, those are the guys that are hungry, and those are the organization. They are chomping at the bit to start the season.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. And with Otto Porter, the skills are always apparent with his play. And Smitty, you just like when he's playing aggressively on the floor.
Yeah, it's something that his former coach, Scott Brooks, was always trying to promote to Porter. When he becomes more than just a catch-and-shoot threat, that's when his game is at his best.
Jumps up and finished off by Porter.
Off the turnover, not just a good on-ball defender, Porter will also gamble and pick up steals for you.
Rozier against Markkanen, and it's Rozier missing.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Carter outside. Pass to Levine. Shot from 16, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
This is the capability Zach LaVine has. Can score on all 3 levels.
Now, here's Rozier. The pass to Washington. It's a nice pass in here by Charlotte. And it's Rozier missing. The Bulls have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Porter passes to Levine. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
After 4 straight makes, couldn't quite get that one to go down. Still a terrific start.
Now, Satoransky. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Got a piece of it, and stolen by Zeller. Porter against Bridges. No good, shot missing. Nice D from Porter.
And maybe it's the adrenaline talking, but they're 1 for 4 to start this game. Need to settle down.
Markkanen kicks to Porter. 4 on the shot clock. Knocks it loose. Carter inside the 3-point line. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Zeller, and that one goes long.
They are out of rhythm, 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
Here's Carter. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. Satoransky's got 3 assists tonight. Rozier against Satoransky. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Hornets have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
And last year, the Bulls having issues moving the ball was actually a strength for them in the seasons prior.
Totally agree. You look at all the relevant team assist stats. The Bulls were bottom 5 in all of them. This team, they fall into too much isolation for stretches.
And so he makes both from the line.
Well, last season, it's a season of change for the Bulls. They missed the playoffs with a 22-win season, and they did have a change of head coaches. Not the results many hoped for going into the year.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Bacon the pass to Zeller. And here is Rozier, defended by Carter. Rozier against Markkanen, and it's Rozier missing. Smitty, as you said, the Bulls were a pick by many to compete last season.
Yeah, and this team, they continue to tinker with this roster. They made the trade for Otto Porter to be a part of their future. And you know what? The rebuild continues on.
Here's Satoransky, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Now here is Carter. Not a lot of room. Bridges kicks to Rozier. Back to Bridges. Pass to Bacon. Zeller against Levine. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Zach LaVine. The Hornets have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Shooting 2.
That free throw missing. Charlotte making a switch here. Batum's checked in. And the Bulls making a change also. White's checked in. He doesn't get the second one.
One criticism of Jim Boylen before getting extended was his offense, called too slow and too methodical. He addressed that this offseason by getting a top assistant to redesign the offense.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
Zeller passes to Rozier. And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That's his first foul. And Steve, for Boylen, a first-time head coach, a smart move to shore up his staff, though.
We see a lot of coaches now hire a specialist assistant coach to delegate part of that game to. Lets guys like Boylen focus on player development and defense.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Zeller. Williams comes in for Dwayne Bacon. And it's Malik Monk in for Terry Rozier. And so White will bring it up for Chicago. A 12-point game. To the paint. And that one's good by Porter. Porter's got 7 points in the game.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Hernangomez. Great positioning on the putback.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
White looking around. Pass to Markkanen. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, Smitty, you watch Markkanen. He's just built for the modern NBA.
Yes, he's an incredible weapon on the pick and pop with his shooting touch. You could see that being his go-to move, Kevin, for a long time.
And he knocks down the first one. Steve, we're seeing teams around the league putting up a lot of three-point shots. I'm sure you would have enjoyed playing in this era so much with that green light shooting threes.
I would, Kevin. Getting a chance to shoot maybe 5 or 6 more three-point field goal attempts takes your numbers up. But I also think a lot of these teams are copycats. Everybody can't shoot the three. Work on your game and what's best for you. And there's no doubt that this team views Lauri Markkanen as a big part of their future. Many slept on Markkanen in the draft, but he could be a star.
Here's Hernangomez. Back to Monk. Kicks it to Batum. Just 5 to shoot. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
As you said, Smitty, Markkanen has the potential to be an all-star someday.
He's not quite there yet, Kevin. Not by any means. Needs to take a jump forward and go from being a shooter to an all-around scorer.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And the versatile wing, Nick Batum, wants a do-it-all scorer, but Greg, he's started to take less of an active role in offenses lately.
And Batum has been asked to do less volume scoring, but it's helped his efficiency as a player. Now past 30 years of age, you could see his role on teams being similar to that of Andre Iguodala's as he ages in the league.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Lauri Markkanen. NBA gets headlines daily. You know it does, Smitty? Around the calendar, there's no off-season, but does the added scrutiny put more pressure, you think, on the players?
Yeah, I think it does. I think now you look at it, everybody wants to see what you're doing in the offseason.
Take a
And
break.
24/7. You look
2
at
shots.
it right now, everybody has a camera phone, and everybody is looking for the stars, what they're doing off the court.
First free throw is good. Biyombo is checked in for Marvin Williams. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. And so he hits both. And it's the Bulls with the ball, leading by 12. Here's Arcidiacono. Biyombo with the block, but they'll get another chance. Here's Carter. Young trying to break free, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. Clock at 6. Here's Monk. That one, no good. Good work defensively by Carter. Valentine kicks to Arcidiacono. Young outside, the three. And it's Biyombo with the rebound.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Monk dishes to Batum. Monk with the ball. He's against Young.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
Got a piece of it. Now, here's Monk. He's guarded close. Basket, good. Batum's got 5.
And you got to appreciate just the presence of mind there. Monk demonstrating solid court awareness by finding the open man.
Arcidiacono, the pass to Valentine. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And the Bulls lead by 12.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. Monk, the pass to Hernan Gomez. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Hernan Gomez.
Looking here at some numbers for Batum. Last season's performance for him. He was around 9 points per last year. 5 rebounds and 3 assists. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
He's not trying to take over necessarily. He's just taking what the defense allows and contributing to the cause.
Young inside. Covered by Biyombo. Young's shot is off.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Biyombo finds Batum. Another shot. Good work defensively by Carter.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
A shot by Valentine, no good.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
Chicago making a switch here. Dunn's checked in. Here's Arcidiacono. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. 1:49 left in the first quarter. And the pass to Carter. Batum grabs the miss.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Ball's knocked loose. Passes it to Monk. Takes the three. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
The ability to close out on perimeter shooters is so important in today's game.
Dunn kicks to Valentine. Here's Carter. Biyombo with the block. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. .107 left in the first quarter. Clock is at 3.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Last outing for Charlotte was a loss to the Pistons. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. Well, so many people were worried about Chris Dunn's offense after his rookie year, but you know what, Greg? He's turned it around.
And gone from struggling to hit 40% of his shots to shooting better from the floor. Still a strong defender, and he's making people forget that his offense was ever a question mark.
And the first one at the line is good.
To me, Chris Dunn has all the tools to be really good. Has to cut down on the turnovers and has to keep working on that jump shot.
So he picks up just one from the line that time. Hornets trail by 8. And the call will be against Thaddeus Young. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Oh, no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
Charlotte making a switch here. Washington's checked in. And both free throws good for Nicholas Batum.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Dunn passes to Carter. .34 seconds left to play in the first. Biyombo with the block. Now, here's Monk. Dunn covering. The shot by Monk is no good. The Bulls leading by 6. Valentine kicks to Carter. And here is Dunn. From deep three-point range. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll return shortly. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's their strategy. Try to overwhelm you. Try to put you in a hole you have to dig yourself out of.
We've got Terry Rozier. Washington out there with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Then there's Batum, and it's Biyombo at the center filling out the middle. So that's the lineup for Charlotte.
Especially dangerous off the bounce. Chris Dunn can shift gears in an instant.
Rozier with the ball. And Young picks him up defensively. Rejected by Young. Poked away. And here we go. Fast break. Kidd-Gilchrist has got it. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Levine for 3, sinks the triple. Levine's got 10.
You look at Levine's jump shot. It's very hard to contest because he gets great lift off the floor.
Rozier with the ball. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
Wayne Bacon's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And the Bulls making a change also. Satoransky's checked in. Look out! Here he comes!
That was amazing, and look at the elevation. The creativity, extreme athleticism. You see why Zach's won the dunk contest multiple times.
Here's Bacon. He's off on that one. Now Chicago takes it the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. And the jam by Levine.
A lot of guys play above the rim. Levine plays above the square box on the backboard.
Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Knocked away. Stolen by Saturansky. Here's Dunn. And Dunn with the slam.
In the open court, that's where Chris Dunn can really let loose, creating havoc for the defense.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And the call will be against Thaddeus Young. That'll be his second foul of the game.
All this means is he has to be careful. Don't want to pick up a cheapie and get sent to the bench with 3 fouls.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Cody Zeller's checked in for Bismack Biyombo. Williams comes in for Washington. And it's Bridges in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Chicago. Porter comes in for Thaddeus Young.
Doesn't get exactly the screen he wants, but turns out he doesn't need it.
Dunn dishes to Levine. Doubled by Bridges. Pass to Markkanen. Here's Dunn. And the Bulls another 3.
Yeah, and they're shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Pass to Zeller. Dunn against Rozier. Knocked loose. Porter with the steal. Outside, Levine. Back to Dunn. There's the pass to Porter. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And stolen by Zeller. Rozier against Dunn. To the wing on the left. Poked loose. Porter with the steal. And here's the fast break. Dunn leading the way. Markkanen good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Dunn against Rozier. Now here's Williams. He's still scoreless so far in this one. 6 on the shot clock. Rozier against Dunn. And once again off the mark by Charlotte.
You know, he was looking for revenge, trying to match shots from distance.
And stolen by Zeller. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Just a high-energy player. Bridges brings the aggression every possession.
Dunn passes to Porter. Outside, Markkanen. To the left side wing. Here's Dunn. Shot clock at 6, and he converts the layup. Dunn's got 10 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
They get a hand on it and out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
And looking now at some numbers for Rozier, how he did last season. Was in at about 9 points per, 4 rebounds and 3 assists. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
He understands his role. He accepts it. He's one of those guys who doesn't need the ball to be effective.
There's the dish to Bridges. Outside, Williams. High post, Zeller. Not going to go that time. Nice D from Porter. The Bulls leading by 18. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Charlotte's had to wait a bit the last few years. Now, the city hosted the All-Star game last season. But for the Hornets, they've gone 3 seasons without a playoff appearance and 15 seasons without winning a playoff series. In that time, the franchise has had 7 head coaches and a shifting front office. But Buzz City is hoping that its wait for playoff relevance will end soon. Kevin?
We all are. David, thank you. And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. And going against Chicago, their first game of the NBA's regular season.
Yeah, and they took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Hernangomez is checked in for the Hornets. Malik Monk comes in for Ogier. And a change for the Bulls. White, he's checked in for Dunn. Here's Monk.
Bringing a competitive energy to the defensive end. White stays connected to his man and plays with active hands.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, the former Georgetown Hoya, Otto Porter, was on the move last season, traded at the deadline to Chicago, who are in need of a player like Porter who can shoot from outside.
The first free throw is good. Smitty, as you mentioned, the need for shooters was something that brought Porter here.
And Porter has been a consistently good shooter, something he's worked on over his career, Kevin. He's young and appears to be a perfect fit for what this team wants to do in the future.
And Porter drops them both.
In his last year of college, Porter got to the line 5 times a game, but in his NBA career, he's gotten there less than 1.5 times a game.
Monk, the pass to Williams. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Porter kicks to White. Back to Porter. 6 to shoot. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now Monk. 7 points in the game. Here's Hernangomez. And once again off the mark by Charlotte.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
And the Hornets call time here. Some players out there are either loved or hated by the fans. There's no in between, Smitty. But when you take a look at divisive players in the league, who pops into your head?
Draymond Green, Russell Westbrook, LeBron James. There's some people who love him, and there's some people that hate him.
Sure.
Joel Embiid is starting to creep into that conversation. Those are some of the guys some people love him and some people hate him.
Here's Monk. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Detroit. 5 to shoot. Here's Bridges. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. And so it's Arcidiacono with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. Tipped away. Chicago's gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on three-pointers. Back to Porter. That one a little long. Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Now, here's Monk. He's covered closely, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Hornets have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. Valentine's checked in for the Bulls. And he's good on the second. Here's Arcidiacono. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's White. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Gomez has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by White.
Get open, get open.
And here is Gomez. He has 5. Outside, Batum. 5 on the clock. Fires from 18. Felicio with a rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Outside, Markkanen. Back to White. The 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Charlotte shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together. Batum with the bounce pass. Monk for 3. Rebound by the Bulls. Here's Arcidiacono. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now, here's Monk. He's guarded by Markkanen.
Yeah, still possessing the athleticism. Williams is sensational at finding ways to throw it down.
Arcidiacono taking his time here. Passes it to Markkanen. Over Monk. Markkanen can't get it to go. Charlotte has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And there's Williams. That's good on the assist by Monk. Williams has got 4 this quarter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
1:39 left to play here in the second quarter. Arcidiacono, the pass to Markkanen. White against Batum. Batum with the steal. Here's Bridges. Again, the Hornets score. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Biombo, he's checked in for Gomez. Washington comes in for Marvin Williams. And Michael Kidd-Gilchrist subbed in for Miles Bridges. Chicago also making some changes. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Felicio. And it's Young in for Lauri Markkanen. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. The Bulls shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line, so that's a nice all-around effort.
And the first one drops.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Simmons checked in for the Hornets. Second free throw, no good. Starter in this league for almost a decade. Thaddeus Young's numbers, Greg, won't blow you away. So what is it that makes him a winning player?
I think it starts with his defense, Kevin. Drawing charges and getting deflections. His quickness puts him in a position to make those effort plays.
For Charlotte, they have gone 9 of 13 from the line.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Charlotte making a switch here. Rozier's checked in. Dunn, he's checked in for Chicago. And both free throws good from Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And 1:01 left in the first half of basketball. Dunn kicks to Arcidiacono. To the middle. Young inside. 4 on the clock. It's tipped. Here's Kidd-Gilchrist, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. The Bulls leading by 22. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Offensive rebound. And here's Valentine for 3. He can't get that one to fall. Charlotte's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And it's sent back by Carter.
What I like, he hasn't stopped competing despite the off night.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
For a lead guard, Dunn's the perfect storm inside. Long, strong, and athletic.
The Bulls have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
2 shots.
The free throw drops in for Dunn. He hits both from the stripe. Rozier with the ball. Top of the key. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
One thing scouts knew about Chris Dunn coming in, he can guard both on the ball and in help situations.
And so it's Zach LaVine making things happen for Chicago. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Back right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Zach LaVine led the way in the first half. He had 16 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
Well, you could see the maturity in LaVine now. Physically, he's gotten stronger. Mentally, for him, the game has slowed down. He's proving that he could be the #1 scoring option in this league.
And big fella, your thoughts on the Hornets?
Well, first of all, as cold as they've been from the floor, I can't say I'm surprised by the score. You cannot shoot the ball that poorly and expect to be in the game, Ernie. They need better ball movement. If their offense stays this stagnant, they could forget about a comeback.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers, a very high percentage of those in the first half.
So for Chicago right now, LaVine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's Satoransky in at the 1. Outside, Markkanen. Porter against Bridges. Got a hand on it, and he's able to get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
A moment now to see the numbers for Zeller. A very nice season for him last year. He averaged about 10 points a game last year, 6 rebounds and 2 assists. And for a reserve big man, not a big drop-off when he checks in the game.
Totally. You want your team to at least hold court when the reserves come in. He definitely keeps you solid up front.
Hey, who's watching now?
Satoransky against Rozier. Nice D from Porter.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Trying to get open is Carter. And that one's good by Porter. Porter's got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Bulls. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Rozier against Satoransky with the shot. Good as the jump shot falls. Rozier's got 5. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. LaVine passes to Markkanen. Carter looking around. Back to Markkanen. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 5. Satoransky off target from outside.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
Bacon the pass to Rozier. Here's Zeller. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
So far in the game, he's 0 of 2 at the line. And he makes the first. Steve, nothing finer than having a star on your team who also makes everyone else feel better, feel involved, right?
You're totally right, Kevin. I talked to a lot of these general managers and owners, and they talk about they're looking for the unselfish star. Not just the star, the unselfish star. And what they mean by that, on the court, off the court, the guy that understands it's about team versus him.
And here are the Bulls now. Satoransky, the pass to Porter. Now Markkanen. Satoransky looking around. Tries to save it. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Now, here's Rozier. 5 points in the game. He kicks to Bridges. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Otto Porter Jr.
And the energy and athleticism of Bridges is off the charts. He is a tough cover for the defense.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And last season, he made good on about 3 out of every 4 free throw attempts. And last time I checked, I think that's 75%.
No good on that one.
You know, what I love about Bridges is just the all-around game. He scores, rebounds, passes, and defends well, too. Just an exciting young prospect.
And the second free throw, good. And so Satoransky will bring it up for the Bulls. Chicago calls timeout.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
Carter kicks to Porter. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Satoransky the pass to Markkanen. And it's in there. Markkanen's got 12 in the game.
This is where Markkanen is lethal. Good balance off the catch, smooth mechanics, soft touch.
Charlotte calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question, toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
Here's Washington. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. That's tipped. Pass to Bacon. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Very cold start to the second half. 1 for 5, looking for some continuity.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, there's not a lot of NBA players who come from Finland. But now there's Lauri Markkanen. Before him, there was Hanno Matala, who was actually Lauri's high school coach. Markkanen is soft-spoken and family-focused, but he says, everything starts from basketball. All the decisions I make are based on if it helps me on the basketball court. Kevin?
Terrific attitude. David, thanks.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
6 on the shot clock. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. It fails to fall. Now shooting just a little better than 50%. 5 for 9. Floats one up. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Zeller's got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Here's Markkanen. The shot, no good. And the Hornets now going the other way. Here's Bacon. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. This is his first chance at the line tonight. And he knocks down the first one. And some changes here for the Hornets. Williams comes in for Washington. And it's Malik Monk in for Rozier. The Bulls also changing it up. Young comes in for Wendell Carter. And it's White in for Satoransky. That one is no good. The Bulls leading by 20. White down low. Pass to Levine. This one for 3. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
This is what Zach LaVine is built to do. He can get you points in bunches, and sometimes he can go all night.
And there's the pass to Monk. Blanketed by the D, he fights to the rim for the layup. Monk's got 9.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
White finds Levine. And Bacon pulls it down.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Cody Zeller. Kid Gilchrist comes in for Miles Bridges. And it's Batum in for Dwayne Bacon. Dunn, he's checked in for Chicago.
Set it up, bring the play in.
Now Monk. 9 points in the game so far.
Yeah, that's got them over the limit with a lot of time still left. They're going to have to tone it down, or they may end up giving up a lot of free throws here.
And was last season really the first full season we got to see Malik Monk? Was given a sizable part of the rotation and showed why he was a lottery pick for this team.
The free throw drops for Monk. During most of his rookie season, Monk was relegated to the bench.
Not sure if it was development or opportunity. Hard to say for Monk. Fact is, you can see the knack for scoring he has, even if he's a bit of a volume scorer at this point.
The Bulls leading by 19. And here is Dunn. He's got 12. Levine wide open. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. And it's now 22 points for Zach Levine. And Batum kicks to Hernan Gomez. Dishes it to Monk. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Young's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Outside, Levine. From deep. Second shot opportunity, and it's laid up and in by Young.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Passes it to Monk, and stolen by Dunn. The finish, and Dunn with the slam.
Great steal to get them in transition. Chris Dunn with the anticipation, so disruptive on the defensive end.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. To halt the run. Excellent D there from Markkanen. For Chicago, they've gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. 14 feet away, and good as it just snugs right down through the net.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
Back to Hernan Gomez. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Hernan Gomez has got 7 points.
Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Markkanen passes to White. Done with it. 16 points for him. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer, Markkanen. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Williams, and it's Williams finishing it off.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. White the pass to Markkanen. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to go on Michael Kidd-Gilchrist.
Okay, at 7 feet, 240 pounds, Markkanen's agility jumps out at you, drawing contact off the bounce.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And he was dialed in at the line a season ago, 87% from the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
You know, he's exceptionally focused, well-liked by his teammates. Marketing looks to be a centerpiece for the future.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Biombo checks in for Marvin Williams. And Simmons subbed in for Monk. Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for the Bulls. Ryan Arcidiacono comes in for White. And Markkanen drops them both. Here's Simmons. Outside Kid Gilchrist. Now, here is Hernan Gomez. Biombo down low. Markkanen on him. Biombo, no luck. For Chicago, they've gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. Count it. Kid Gilchrist has got 7 points.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Markkanen kicks to Dunn. That shot off. Simmons with the defensive effort. Here's Kid Gilchrist. And stolen by Valentine. And he uses the glass on the layup. Valentine's got his second bucket tonight. Hornets have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Pass to Kid Gilchrist. Now, here is Hernan Gomez. Rebound by the Bulls. Young's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Arcidiacono. Defended by Batum. Here's Markkanen. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Michael Kid Gilchrist.
You know, I'll tell you, Markkanen's not a guy you want to send to the line. Excellent foul shooter.
For Chicago, they have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Hornets making a change here. Graham's checked in. And the Bulls making a change also. Cornet's checked in. And Markkanen drops them both.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Here's Batum. 7 points in the game. Simmons on the wing. Lets a floater go to the left wing. Here's Graham. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's his first foul. The Bulls making a switch here. Here's Cornet. The pass to Valentine. Done outside. No good on the 3.
Hasn't been able to dial it in from distance. He has just the 1 3, and that was in the first half.
Graham, the pass to Biombo. Charlotte moving the ball around. Passes to Kid Gilchrist. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Misses the J after tricking the D with the nifty pass fake. Pass to Valentine. Banked in off the glass. Valentine's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
34 seconds left in the third quarter. Biombo kicks to Simmons. Pass to Graham. Launches it. Rebound by the Bulls. Here's Arcidiacono. Now done. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And here's Batum. He feeds it to Graham. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's the Bulls delivering the blowout. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And so it's Arcidiacono with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. We've got Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Bismack Biyombo is out there with Washington. Then it's Simmons. And it's Graham in at the point. So that's the group out there for Charlotte.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Steve, it seems like criticism of NBA officials is reaching a very interesting level. We see players, coaches, and now even executives confronting these officials over their calls.
You know, I know we love the word transparency, but I think also for these referees, because of technology as well, we're seeing these players from so many different angles. And all we want to talk about if we're coaches and executives and players are the plays they miss. And I think that's what we're, putting too much energy in.
That one's not going to go. So the Bulls will take it the other way. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Here's Gafford. Poked away. Graham surveying the floor.
Great player movement, great ball movement. That's fun to watch.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Arcidiacono, the pass to Felicio. He dishes it to Dunn. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Extremely explosive off the dribble. Once Dunn gets the angle, it's over.
Smitty, with players like Curry and Lillard taking such high difficulty shots from deep range. I mean, these are just amazing. Some have said that it's hurting the game and that kids will try to emulate.
Take a break.
What do you think about that?
You know, Kevin, I think it is to some point, and to this point where so many kids now at a younger age are shooting the three ball from so deep. I would love for a lot of these guys to be able to show the work they put in, and then those kids try to emulate that.
Cody Zeller's checked in for Biyombo. And Chicago also making a switch. Porter's checked in for Ryan Arcidiacono. Good on both. Hornets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Graham, the pass to Kidd-Gilchrist. Outside for Simmons. And it's off from three-point range. Valentine with it. Simmons is there. Felicio, the pass to Dunn. The shot missing. And the Hornets now going the other way. Here's Graham. Dunn covering. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
shot.
First free throw is good. We always see these sponsorship patches on these uniforms now, Steve. This is the third and final year of the test run. I think it's here to stay. What do you think?
I do too. I think the numbers have also coincided that it's here to stay. I think also the revenue. I think people love it, and I think the sponsorship helps.
Chicago making a switch here. Satoransky's checked in, and he makes both free throws. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Now the pass to Porter. Got a piece of it. Here's Graham. Satoransky covering. And it's Graham missing. And Chicago shooting straight 49% from the field. With some arc. That's tipped, and they get it back. And that one falls for Zeller. And so Zeller nails both of them. Smitty, for players, social media can build their brands and they can engage their fans, but there are some downsides.
Yes, it is, Kevin. I mean, it's a fantastic tool, like you said, for endorsement and bringing those fans into your home or into your life. But the downside, people can see some things they don't want to see, and also you can regret posting a lot of things.
I think, yeah, sometimes people do regret hitting that send button. So, yeah, they got to be careful. You're right. Now, here's Satoransky. Defense is right there. Over to the wing. Now, here's Valentine. Guarded by Simmons. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
And I'm going to give him a lot of credit because he saw what he was up against and he was undeterred. Boy, it was a tough year for Denzel Valentine, who missed last season with an injury. Needed to work on getting his ankle right, but glad to see him on the floor again.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And for Denzel Valentine, this team missed his versatility.
Valentine gives you a little bit of everything on the wing. May not score a ton, but he's a great playmaker and rebounder. A little bit like Draymond Green on the wing.
Passes it to Bridges. But Trey drills the three-pointer.
Pure determination here, guys. A fourth quarter run that has them looking better and better as we get ready for the stretch run.
Carter kicks to Levine. And there's the call on Cody Zeller. And that'll be his third foul so far. Steve, you know, there is some hostility we're finding between the media, some teams and players, boycotting of certain journalists. Coach Steve Kerr said it's a dangerous situation. What's your view?
You know, I think it is from a standpoint of from a players and organizations with the media, but I think also the media, somebody's going to have to police those guys as well. We got to have it where we're both on the same team. You might not agree, but you got to be on the same team.
I agree. Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Pass to Bacon. And here is Zeller. And it's sent back by Carter.
That time, Carter's length and vertical paying dividends. He has tremendous potential as a rim protector.
Here's White. Plays it up and banks it in.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Rozier against White. In the corner, it's Monk. Fires from deep. Valentine grabs the board. The Bulls have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's Carter, and then Carter with the jam.
With a 9-foot standing reach, Carter has no trouble putting that away.
Knocks it loose, and stolen by White. Over to the left wing. Here's Valentine. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
That's just good basketball. Can't ask for a better look.
Rozier kicks to Williams. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. You know, Smitty, Commissioner Adam Silver has been outspoken in saying there will be a female NBA head coach, and he says it's on him to help it happen sooner than later. And Steve, we already see many women in various categories in the NBA all over the league right now.
So true, Kevin. I love the diversity, and it's much needed in our league. And I would say Adam Silver has done a great job of taking us in that direction.
Levine for 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Monk, no one around him. Charlotte, no good that time either.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
Pass to Cornette. Valentine with it. And the layup's good off the glass. Valentine's got 11 in the second half.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Monk with the ball. White's there. Lays it up off the glass. And that's 13 points for Malik Monk.
And one of the more underrated elements of his game. This is a guy that's always in control. Love seeing him finish even with the contact.
The shot by Valentine, no good. Hornets have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Monk, the pass to Rozier. And here comes White, leading the fast break. Valentine kicks to White. The pass to Cornette. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Now here's Valentine. Pass to Levine. Just 3 to shoot. Monk grabs the board.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
Well, Steve, we keep seeing new arenas and new state-of-the-art training facilities. As a player, what do you value more, the home court or the practice court?
Kevin, I really think it's the practice court because you spend so much time there. But a lot of times now, franchises have both, the home court and their practice facility right inside the arena. If you can have the practice court at an all-time high, something guys like and love, they'll spend a lot of time there.
Felicio's checked in for Levine. He hits the second from the line. And so White will bring it up for the Bulls. Tipped away and stolen by Zeller. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Simmons is running. Bacon gets the bucket.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
White the pass to Felicio.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Steve, for players, success brings so many opportunities, but sometimes the glitz and the glamour and the lifestyle get in the way of success on the basketball court.
You know it does, Kevin. A lot of these guys have a lot of things going off the court, and you want to encourage that. It's just when anything off the court starts to affect on the court, then it becomes a problem. Some guys can handle it from the beginning. Others need to mature before they can find that balance.
Pass to Graham. Here's Washington. Kicks it to Graham. 5 to shoot. No one near him. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
After a lackluster first half, he's taken charge offensively. We'll see how the defense responds.
Here's White. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Kid Gilchrist dishes to Graham. Pass to Zeller. Shoots over White. Again, the Hornets score. Here's White. Poke loose. Young outside. Now Valentine. Just 5 to shoot. Young inside. He's covered by Zeller. Young's shot is off. Here's Kid Gilchrist, and it's blocked, but he stays with it. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Valentine's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. White the pass to Cornette. So much new technology. A lot of it's so exciting, Steve. Did you see the demo of the jersey that can change a player's name and number the other day? Wow, that was something.
I did. I saw the demonstration that Adam Silver did. It is fantastic. I was thinking about myself, Kevin. I played for 7 teams. That's a lot of changing of the name and number.
Yes. That really is.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And the Bulls making a change here. Dunn's checked in. So he gets them both. And here is Simmons. .157 left in the 4th quarter. The pass to Kid Gilchrist. Goes back up. That shot, no good. And the Bulls going the other way now. Dunn outside. Passes it to Cornette. Over Washington. And Cornette gets it to go. Cornette's got 6 in the quarter.
What I like is when Chris Dunn keeps his poise, keeps his eyes up, good things happen.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Chicago.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Zach LaVine.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, we were just talking about this, Steve, as the game of basketball always evolves. You look at the WNBA now. The The quality of play there is terrific.
The talent level in the WNBA is at an all-time high. I love watching and gaining some tricks on how they play the game. And also, Kevin, athletically, there's a lot of young ladies being able to dunk the basketball now.
Absolutely amazing. You're right, Steve.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
Outside for Simmons. Puts it up from 15. Simmons missing again.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
27 seconds left in the game. Here's White out to the wing. Here's Dunn. A rebound by Washington. Simmons with it. Pulls it up. Off the mark. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. And we'll see you next time.